What's up, gamers? It's I, the People's Machine, back from a long sabbatical. Not really, but I do have some. Welcome to this edition, exciting edition. Welcome back to the Gaming Round Table. That's right. I am back. People's Machine, brought to you by Unpaid Gamers. And I've been out of the loop. I haven't talked to Posthuman Guy in a minute, so I'm not sure what he's streaming or podcasting, but please check out Posthuman Guy on YouTube and Twitch. And I hope my man Rob, you know who he is, the man, the myth, the Apex legend, still bringing you those Apex videos. Because the last video I did was during Monster Hunter Week, was Metal Max Xeno on January 15th. Today's the 30th. So you're probably wondering, what happened to Monster Hunter Week? Well, some things have been going down, so I'm going to explain a little bit of that. Today's episode is announcements and news, but let's get to some news first before I get into some announcements and what's been happening. First of all, thank you for tuning in and waiting patiently for my next videos. If you're a follower of mine, please continue to follow. Please check out Unpaid Gamers on YouTube and Twitch. Check out of course, Posthuman Guys and Ban Loss's streams, and check out the Gaming Roundtable, and please subscribe and like to the channel. And let's talk a little bit about news. Now, this is probably old news, but it's kind of old news to me, but I want to talk about it on my channel. Is the fact that EA has decided, well, they didn't decide, but someone decided for them, that their exclusivity rights to Star Wars is up. Not meaning they lose the license, but other companies can now make other games. And Ubisoft, of all people, have already jumped aboard and making a Star Wars open world game, or apparently had it in the works, and I don't know. Nevertheless, this is good news, because we're now going to have, because EA, with all their fuckery and bullshit that they did with Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2 and trying to turn it into gambling and with the loot boxes and all the crap that went on with them, and they squandered the license. The only thing they put out really, really good in the last several years was pretty much, or at least published, was Jedi Fallen Order. Now, Battlefront 2, it took them 2 years, but it's a lot. It's a really good game now. But anyway, they squandered it. Fuck them. They lost it. Now the people are going to make better games. So EA, sorry about your old damn luck. You're SOL, and that's how it's going to be. Other news: Cyberpunk continues to increase its actual sales now that they patched a lot. As a matter of fact, sales jumped here in the last 2 weeks. As a matter of fact, we're on a version, I think, 1.11. There's been a lot of stability and fixes, and another really large patch should be on the way in the next couple weeks. And they're adding things to the game and whatnot. Cyberpunk continually being in the news, but it's great to see this. I want to say that Cyberpunk 2077, while it was running pretty decently, is running really good now on the PS4. I've had not even frame rate drops. It's been excellent. No real issues or problems at all. It continues to improve and get better and better. And yes, definitely worth your while, especially stuff that's coming in the pipeline. And I'm happy to say that CD Projekt Red has made good on their promise to continue to update and fix. Who cares about the money? And they have really made do on that promise. We have gotten several updates, and this new version of it, the new updated version, is excellent. So if you haven't bought it, you go out and buy it now. If you're an original an Xbox One or PS4 guy, or with the updates, you've seen the improvements as long as you keep playing it. Because ultimately, it is still a really good game and excellent. There isn't quite anything quite like it out there. So definitely awesome about that, and that's really good news there that we got going on there. Now, those are the two big things I really wanted to talk about. Marvel's Avengers continues to, they kind of went silent for a while, and now there's some new approach with the new War Table and Hawkeye and dealing with the Maestro, so they went silent, but it looks like we are getting Hawkeye, the time traveling stuff, the Maestro. We're going to start seeing some stuff, so we're hoping, even though the player base is nearly gone, they're still committed to trying to make Marvel's Avengers better than it was before. So I'm hoping that we do see those improvements, because to be honest with you, I had predicted that we might not even see Spider-Man, but ultimately we might. But I hope we see other heroes, because I really want to play as Captain Marvel. and especially teaming up with her and having Thor and some of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe team up would be really, really awesome. So that, and hopefully they continue to commit to that game, and it looks like that they are. Other news, Anthem. Anthem has gone dark. BioWare has not said crap. We never got the big, like, relaunch, reboot. There's still no word on it. If they're even doing it, what the hell's going on with Anthem? Nobody knows. So right now, the game is kind of sitting as the way it was 6 months ago, and I don't know why BioWare has gone dark or not said anything about it. There was supposed to be this big thing. I'm going to tell you right now, we probably will never get that patch because, come on. They should have said something by now, and they have said nothing. So I don't agree with the fact that they can say all they want. If I see that patch, I'll be shocked. That reboot, like kind of how they did that soft reboot with Destiny, and like with the Taken King and different things, I will be shocked if they even bother to even talk about it again. They're just letting it quietly die out. Another news was Battleborn servers were actually shut down on January 25th, finally. Now, this is definitely on the PC. It is no longer viable on the console. You can't get it on PS4. It's been removed from now. You can't get it on Xbox One. And I was kind of sad because I was still playing Battleborn single-player stuff. I was playing with bots, because nobody's playing the game, obviously. But I was playing with bots and still able to level up my characters and do different things. Because I still think I did a video on Battleborn and Overwatch called Battle Watch and Overborn, talking about how Battleborn was always a good game, and you know, people comparing it to Overwatch was stupid because Battleborn came out first, and even though there could be those comparisons, it's not right or fair to write the game off. People did. And that's sad because there was a very good game underneath everything that happened in that, and I was very sad and thinking I will never be able to play Battleborn ever again. Even the single player, it was stated by the lead developers that once it's gone, because there's no servers, you will not be able to even play the single player stuff. Well, January 25th came and went, the 26th came, and I was sitting there playing Battleborn. And I was like, why? Well, come to find out that while Battleborn's computer servers were from the Gearbox servers, I'm playing on Sony servers, and they're still up. So I'm still able to play Battleborn. I'm really happy about that. So anybody out there that thought they couldn't play it, that might still be playing it, guess what? You can still play it. So I'm real happy about that, and that's a really kind of nice high spot there for a game that I happen to really enjoy playing. And it's a crying shame that Overwatch kind of squashed that game when it had really no right to. And it doesn't matter. It's not about what's better, a better game, not better. It's just really about, you know, this game came out and they worked really hard and long on it, and it deserves a little bit better than just to be shucked away because somebody thinks some other game is better. So I'm happy that Battleborn is absolutely still playing. Now, to get to what was going on my end since January 15th, I know I tried to do the Warhammer week for you guys, and it kind of fell apart towards the end. I did the open world week, and I think that kind of more or less played itself out fairly well, but I didn't get to do one every single day. And the last couple times that I've been trying to broadcast, I've tried here and there. I was getting an error message from Sony. One of their CE messages, 8.0, whatever the hell that they do, because, they basically suck. And every time I would try to broadcast, it would say unable to broadcast, error, blah, 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 blah. So after trying to figure out what was going on and changing some settings, and that didn't work, and other things, I basically contacted Sony's administration through email, and they basically told me they'd have to look into it. I got a work ticket or whatever. Talking to their chat, they finally figured out there was some kind of glitch in the damn software on my system, because I have an older PS. I don't have a Pro. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but they were saying there was something going on. They couldn't really figure out what, but they could see where it was kind of like glitching the broadcast or something or other it was like a false error. But I was not going to be allowed to broadcast. So they had to actually fix that. And now it's January 30th. It's been a week or two. And I'm finally able to broadcast back to you people. So and my gaming roundtable people and the people who joined and the Unpaid Gamers subscriptions and the my followers. So again, I want to apologize for that. It wasn't really anything I can do or change or do anything about. It was more or less Sony having problems. It's the same thing like when you go onto the store front and you're browsing through some games and see what you want to play, and it ever just locks up on you randomly for no reason, and sometimes it blue screens and gives you, hey, do you want to report what the bug or whatever, or sometimes it black screens. It takes a while for it to come back to blue, all because you're browsing the store. I've had that happen so many times in the past 6 years, 7 years. I've had just going to my library, like just zooming over to my library to click into it, it's locked up on me. But this whole broadcast error thing, that was kind of new. So I'm back up, and I want to apologize for Monster Hunter Week. I know I only really got to cover Token and 2 and Monster Hunter World, and I got to do God Eater 3, and I also got to do Metal Max Xeno on the 15th of January, and that's kind of where it stopped. And I never got to complete that week. I'm not going to go into the past and dig up some other Monster Hunter titles and show you those coming up or anything along that lines. I don't want to do that. I was all set to play some of these alternative sports titles I keep talking about and never show, but it's again, same problem. Can't broadcast. Now it's fixed, and we're going to be back up here in the Gaming Roundtable and Unpaid Gamers. So I'm back, people. So I'm going to be doing some videos here soon. I was just making some announcements showing that I do have some stuff coming up in the pipeline. I'm not going to let you all wait too long or anything along that lines for my next video. And I did pre-order the new Ys game, which is looking good, Monstrum or Ys 9. I recently, when it was on sale, a friend of mine let me check out his Ys, let's say I think it's 8, Lama Crosa Abdena. The last Ys game that I'm familiar with and played, and not even realized there were so many of them, and you're always playing the same character, Adol. He's always been the main character. Was Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys, on the Super Nintendo of all things, and which was a really good game back in the day. And then I know that they had made all these other versions. Lama Crosa Dana, I really like. It's a really good action kind of RPG, although it does have really weird control scheme, and I had to go in and finagle it and change it around because it definitely is it's definitely for the East, if you want to say that, like the way that they kind of have circle doing things instead of the X button or cross button. So I had to fix that. But the game is really fun, and I really enjoy it. And I was surprised at how good it is. And I was like, this is a really good Japanese RPG, but it's also an action RPG, which I love. And then the Monstrum demo came out, and I played the demo, and I love the fact, even though they don't let you play a whole lot of it, 10 minutes worth or whatever, I enjoyed the traversal and the new traversal system in it, where you can run up walls and grapple here and do stuff. Really cool, really excellent, better combat, better graphics and stuff, and what I've been reading on the reviews has been getting decent reviews already. People are loving the traversal system, running up walls and doing all these new abilities and powers and different things, and Adol becomes a Crimson King, and they got the Monstrum and just the idea behind it. And the demo was really fun, and I'm excited to actually deep dive into the actual game and when it comes out. And I've got it pre-ordered, so I will be talking about that, showing you that gameplay footage on Monstrum. I also acquired Ys Origin for basically nothing, and Origin is, again, kind of old school meets new school. Again, excellent action RPG with adventure elements. Really good, like much better than I ever thought it would be. So now I'm kind of like a Ys fan. And there's another one that's out that's on PS4 that I don't own, that's based off a PSP title or something along the lines. It's ported, and I can't think of the name of it, but Crescent of something. But that is looking really good, or Celeste, whatever it's called. And I'll probably end up getting that down the road, so I can have like the Ys games. I'll have them all pretty much that's on PS4, and I'm kind of into that series right now. So you'll be seeing some gameplay on that when that comes out in the next couple days, so be on the lookout for that. I'll be streaming that on YouTube, and you can check that out again on Unpaid Gamers or People's Machines Gaming Roundtable. If you look it up, I'm on there. And I want to again thank you all for your patience. I'm sorry about the videos. I'm sorry that Sony just, you know, their network is fucked, and it's always giving error messages and crap going on like that, and it took them forever to figure out what the hell was going on. So now I'm back, and I don't know if I'm better than ever, but I'm back, and I'm going to be doing these videos and checking it out for you. So I want to thank you all for your patience. Thank you for your subscribing to my channel. Thank you to my followers. And again, sorry about what happened with Monster Hunter Week. I know I talked about doing maybe a Dark Souls week or something like that, but I don't know if I'm going to do anything, because it seems like these different weeks that I try to do and showcase certain games or certain genres, it doesn't seem to end up working out. I know the last one was holidays and other things going on, but still, it's kind of disheartening. So I'm hoping that I might be doing something, I may not, so just keep tuned for that. And please subscribe to Unpaid Gamers on YouTube.com. Please check out Posthuman Guy streaming and podcasting on both Twitch and YouTube. And Ban Loss, the man, the myth, the Apex Legend, playing Apex Legends for you guys. And please, thank you in advance, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Gaming Round Table. And as always, gamers, good gaming.